It's time I tell you a story. A story of a cub, not much bigger than you.
So just to be clear, we're not in this story?
There's a lot of stories with all of us. Tell one of those.
Long before they became legends, Mufasa and the prince who would come to be known as Scar became brothers.
Hello, what's your name?
Mufasa.
I told you to wait for me. We can't just leave him here.
Rules are rules, Tucker. The king will never accept a stray.
I'm not a stray. I'm just lost.
Kelvin, thank you so much for joining Black Things UK. I'm Natalie, and I'm really excited, first of all, about this side of the story of Mufasa the Lion King. Stepping into these characters, specifically this being an origin story, how did you find delving into this origin story, and how did it affect your characters?
I thought it was really exciting. I was like, man, these characters that we grew up with, 94, we were born in 94, and the movie came out during our birth year, and it was a big moment for us. It was a story about being a young man growing up and trying to deal with grief and trying to deal with community and friendship and feeling like an outsider at times and discovery, self-discovery, and to be able to take these iconic father figures in some ways, or uncle, grumpy uncle, and then the iconic father figure, and give them more life, add to the story, bring more depth and nuance to it, was what a fun task to do as actors, and a birthday gift to us at 30,
Lovely. How about yourself, Aaron?
It was a blessing, The Lion King, for me, way before I was welcomed on board to this family to contribute to the legacy of The Lion King, was my favorite film. My mother's Jamaican and my father is of West African and Caribbean heritage, Sierra Leone and Curacao. So I was seeing the continent of Africa being celebrated, championed, the music, the sound, the energy, the colors, the vibration, and that was happening in my own home. So there was a connection there, and then also I just felt included and involved in a way that I guess at that point, not too much animation, as much as I loved it, made me feel as involved as that did. So for that reason, that was definitely on repeat, you know what I mean?
That's so interesting, because I feel like this movie does bring a sense of nostalgia, and it's so interesting you mentioned that as well, because my introduction to Mufasa and the Lion King was through reading the Disney books. So
oh wow,
yeah, so it was.
They
had like a pack of Disney books.
Did you have the Tale of Two Brothers?
No, I didn't.
Because that's what apparently this is based on, or something, or inspired by.
I only had literally the first installment, so the Mufasa story I found out about later.
Wow.
Yeah, so
cool.
How about yourself? Did you get some sort of nostalgia from diving into Mufasa?
Oh, 100%. I mean, I went down the deep dive on everything.
Oh,
and
wow.
I watched Lion King 1.5. I watched Simba's Pride. Like,
Oh, wow.
low key though, Simba's Pride hit real hard in my house. That was the one. You know what I'm saying? I think because I was also like, Kovu is cool. And now here I am playing Scar, so maybe, in some ways, Kovu was like his nephew or something like that. But, see, I was about to do the deep dive, and the star just kicking up right now. You see it in real time.
Yeah.
But there's just so much, I don't know, it just made me feel like a kid again. And as adults, being an adult is hard. But being a kid is the best thing in the world, the dreamlike wonderment and the freeness you get to experience, and to be able to be a part of this and have that feeling come back up is beautiful.
It's amazing. And honestly, this movie does have a loyal fan base. I think the Lion King franchise just has a very, very loyal fan base. What kind of story do you think could evolve from this? Because Mufasa definitely has an origin story, but I feel like there's other characters, even maybe Tucker, could have maybe an origin story as well that kind of focuses on him and his journey. Do you think that could be something that could be in the works, perhaps?
Listen,
kind of putting it out there.
We need to speak to. We would love to come back and do more.
I'm available.
We are available? I don't know if you are available, Jon Stewart, but I might be around. But yeah, I mean, we would love to do anything of the sorts. I love, like I said, Lion King 1.5 is such a fun film. We got to explore Timon and Pumbaa a little more.
Right.
And then in Simba's Pride, we got to hear about Kiara. So, there's a Kiara story. There's still more about Timon and Pumbaa. We could dive into Taka more. We could even get into Mufasa between the time that we left him just now in this movie to 1994. So, come on, writers.
That sounds
Right.
good.
Right.
I'm looking forward to it. Well, thank you so much, Bo, for joining Black Things UK.
Thank you so much. That was a beautiful interview. Thank you very
so
much.
much.